ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল নমস্কাৰ। আজিৰ এই ভিডিঅ'টো দ্য প্ৰিন্স অফ পানিডিং পাৰ্টিৰ প্ৰশ্ন উত্তৰ আলোচনা কৰিম। আৰম্ভ কৰোঁ। Answer the following questions to check your understanding. A. Why did the people of Sitolia and the neighboring villages panic? Answer: the people of Sitolia and the neighboring villages panicked because the water level of the Brahmaputra was rising alarmingly. Question number 2. What happened when the embankment at Sitolia village was breached? When the embankment at Sitolia was breached, huge waves of water broke into the villages. Water rose to the tops of the houses. There were cries and wails of the villagers. People lost shelter. Animals were swept away by the flood. Question number 3. What action did Khagen and his classmates take to rescue the villagers of Sitolia? Khagen grasped the seriousness of the situation and swung into action. He brought his father's boat and arranged 5 banana rafts along with his classmates and moved towards Sitolia to rescue the villagers. Question number D. How did Khagen and Dambaru rescue Dr. Hati Barua and Mani Baidu? Answer: Khagen and Dambaru mounted Dr. Hati Barua and Mani Baidu in the boat and sailed upstream. However, their boat U-turned and flowed with the current, but they somehow managed to change the course of the boat. Later, their boat again got trapped in a whirlpool. With great effort, Khagen rescued Mani Baidu. The doctor was also rescued and carried to the mount. Question number E. Why did the people of the village call Khagen the Prince of Panidihing? Answer: Khagen was a brave boy who had a knack of solving every problem. He was always ready to help others, even by putting his own life in danger. So people called him the Prince of Panidihing. How much of the story do you remember? Answer these questions quickly. Who was Khagen? How old was he? Khagen, a young man of 17, was a resident of Bargaon and a student of Nitai Pukri College. It rained heavily all week. What was the result? Answer: due to continuous rain, the water level of the Brahmaputra kept rising, submerging several villages of Sitolia, Panidihing. In moments, huge waves of water broke into the village. What is this situation called? This situation is called flood. D. Khagen, you have saved our lives, given us a new life. Who said this? Why did he say this? The statement was said by Dr. Hati Barua. He said this because Khagen rescued them from the flood by risking his own life. Complete the following sentences in your own words. The water rolled over some of the housetops, and the village folk huddled on rooftops of the changars. The livestock were swept away. By the time the people of the Sitolia were evacuated, Khagen and his team were exhausted, but they still had to make arrangement of food and water for the people sheltered. Half an hour later, the boat reached the doctor's house, but it almost collided with the railing of the doctor's veranda. Khagen and Dambaru rescued the doctor, his wife, and 2 of doctor's men. The boat took a U-turn now, and it began to move swiftly with the current. E. Dambaru and the 2 other men somehow managed to catch hold of the capsized boat that had almost been swept away in the current. Thank you.